The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And some room to work. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Evans, the man in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
In motion right is Evans. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On first down, Willis. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Flushed out right. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Willis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Evans in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Allen, the man in motion right. On 1st down, Allen. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. To the air, Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Allen now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to throw, Willis. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Evans comes in motion right. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running right, here's Dillon. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And the Vikings at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. Pushes him over. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. And what I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Allen going to try and throw on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen, 31 yards.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Come on. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Willis.
Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis.
That is caught, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Willis out of the gun.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. In motion left goes Allen.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56.
Allen going to throw.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
In motion right goes Allen.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action, Willis.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
18 Rattler.
Willis will look to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
Down inside the 10.
And down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. The tight end Henry here in motion. In motion goes the tight end. In motion right comes Allen. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Allen, the man in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try the left side with Dillon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run again with Dillon. Kirby Joseph there to drop him. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They run once more with Dillon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Evans in motion. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dillon will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Got it. Ready?
On first down, Willis. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the app.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now 2nd and 5.
Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready?
Willis saw the option to the right.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, here's Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Allen to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Hunter Henry, 50 yards. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
18, 5 in.
Throwing, Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Come on, come on.
1st down, Houston.
10 through 11, 10 through 11.
Now Willis. Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 38, Texans 31.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we see.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch.
2.